So, you want to dominate in Delta Force but, you don't know how to make a loadout. Well, I'm here to teach you. Let's get started. First, pick your playstyle. Do you like being aggressive or be in the back or maybe both? My playstyle is a little bit of both, so I need something that I can beam with and that has a lot of mobility. As you can see here, I mostly have handling based attachments and there are a lot of other attachments, and for my muzzle I have a muzzle that reduces vertical recoil. I know it's confusing to have this many attachments and don't know which one to pick, but it all depends on your personal preference and playstyle. Most people will say that accuracy doesn't matter and go for stability, but that's dumb. The reason is, if you're playing aggressive, you'd want to hit your shots when hip firing, and accuracy stats and attachments in this game affects your crosshair size. Stability is mostly used for when you're moving, shooting, holding your breath or hit flinch, but if you're up in your enemy's faces all the time, that won't matter. Only go for stability attachments if you play at longer ranges even with an AR. So, how do I actually pick the right attachments, you might ask? Well, again, it depends on your playstyle, but I would suggest to find a gun that you like from AR and SMGs, then put your attachments and now you have your base gun to copy off of. My basic way of making my guns is to always put a muzzle that reduces recoil, then test it. If it's still bad, then add a foregrip that helps with recoil as well, so I can beam people without fighting the gun. Then, since I'm playing aggressive, any other attachments is strictly handling, and if the recoil is still bad, then either I put a grip or stock that helps with recoil. Then for my sight, I don't use any other sights except for a red dot. You basically don't need any other sights. As you can see, with a red dot you can see all three dummies perfectly. And now with a 2x scope, the right dummy's arm is almost not visible. Yes, it is closer, but that just means the enemy will look like they're moving faster. With a 3x scope, oof, the right dummy isn't visible anymore, so if this was a real match and someone comes from the right, you're dead. One of the most confusing part, and probably most of you will just ignore, is calibration. Basically, calibrating an attachment is the very fine tuning of your gun. If you want a certain stat of the gun to increase, then calibration it is the best way. You're limited to what stat can be increased, but most of it is very useful and will help you. But for red dots I suggest having it to the lowest for more visibility. Here's the difference between max zoom and the lowest.
It's only a tiny bit different, but that little more visibility will probably save you from dying and getting those critical 1v3 clutches. If you're wondering what gun I used for my reference to build any gun, it's this MP5. It has a high time to kill, low recoil, and it is very fast. It's one of the best SMG right now. Basically, just put the attachments you think will match the gun you're using as a reference, then switch between both to compare. To compare both, just select the gun you like and the gun you're building, and it'll both still have the same attachments when you switch between the two, so don't worry. I'll probably make another video that's a more detailed explanation on attachments and calibration, so subscribe and hit the notification bell and the like button. Anyways, see you in the next video.